Namaste Yogi Mamas. Today we are going to go through a practice where you can use a Swiss ball or a chair, especially for third trimester. If you're feeling a little bit heavy in the front body, which you most likely will be as it start again. Namaste Yogi Mamas. Today we are going to do a practice to just open up through the body, create a little bit more space. Great for second trimester and going into third. Later stages of third trimester, just be mindful you might want to use a chair for today or a Swiss ball that I'm using today. And if you've got a chair near you, you can use this even if you're not in third trimester anyway. And I'm going to show you how we can do all of these postures together, either seated or standing up. So first of all, we're going to start easy, seated either on a chair with the feet firmly on the floor, or if you feel comfortable to come into a mountain pose with the feet hip width or a little bit wider apart, knees are soft. Sorry that you can't see my head. Lift you up a little bit. Start there, but wherever we are, we want our feet to be firm on the earth, truly supported, and just start to close your eyes. And maybe you want to bring hands to baby. Maybe you like to leave the hands at the knees if you're easy seated, or you just want to let them kind of just hang out where they naturally rest. Growing through the crown of the head, shoulder blades are sliding down the back, broadening through the collarbones. We're filling our breath into the tummy, the back, the ribs, the heart space. And just allowing your out breath to be guided down towards your baby. Inhaling and filling up into the heart. Exhaling, sending your breath to your baby. And as we are where we are, maybe think about just taking some equal breath. So a breath in for 4 counts and a breath out for 4 counts. Your own count, your own timing. Maybe see if you can make the inhale to exhalation as seamless as possible. Now when you first do this, you might find that you rush your inhale, knowing that you have so much more to release on your exhale. And you also have maybe a little bit more guidance of where your breath is going. You're slowly just sending it down to your baby, making sure they get as much of that love from your out breath as possible. I'd like you to give yourself as much love with your in-breath as much as you are directing down to your baby. And if you need to change it up, if you need to lengthen it, maybe 5 in and 5 out, 6 in and 6 out, you can. Now today our theme, as we just chill out here breathing, is getting back into our body. Whenever you find yourself drifting away, losing touch with yourself, maybe jumping from the present moment to some far off point in the future, get back to your body with your baby. Instinctively, when we become afraid or find ourselves in a painful situation, we may leave our bodies temporarily. We may shut down, move our consciousness out, abandon or ignore ourselves. sometimes it's natural to go numb, to just go through the motions until things calm down. It's easier than feeling. But shutting down our bodies and emotions disappearing as a way of life won't get us where we're going, to the heart. Living with an open heart means that we stay present for ourselves and feel as much as we can, as much as we need to. We feel the feelings that come our way. You are safe now. You and your baby are safe. You know how to own your power. You know how to lovingly care for and nurture yourself and your baby. You know how to trust the universe to help you. You know how to trust God, or a God if you have one, to help you. You know you can trust yourself. You and your baby are safe, safe enough to feel. Deliberately and consciously get back into your body. Feel your feet, so maybe give the toes a wiggle on the floor. Feel the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, the hips, pelvis, the lower back. Feel your baby. Feel your torso, the chest, the arms, the hands, elbows, the armpits, the shoulders, the neck, the face, the head. And feel your heart. Just listen to it beat. You might want to bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand to baby. And feel your body where you are now. Feel the warmth that your body creates. Awesome. And then we're just going to bring the hands down to our sides or onto the thighs, so you can stay standing for this. And your right hand is going to come onto your left shoulder, or the squishy bit above the shoulder, and you're just going to roll this left shoulder. So just start creating a little bit of space through the left shoulder. Maybe giving it a little squeeze with the right hand. Just release any tension. And then you're going to take that right hand down over that left shoulder and down the arm, and just give yourself a little bit of a squeeze, massage down. And then just placing your right hand with your left hand, and then swap sides. Maybe you can do the standing, or if you feel that you'd like to now come down to sitting, that's always available for you. Now one side, as it is for me, might feel a little bit more clicky than the other. So just go really, really gentle. And then let's just give that right arm a massage from the shoulder down towards that forearm, and then placing your left hand with your right, whether that's on your baby or on your knee, it's fine. And then release the hands. Okay, so if you're standing, you can stay here. At any time, you just take a seat. So we're going to take some movement just to open out through the top of the body and create a bit more space. So second trimester, you're going to start feeling and noticing your bump, and from here on it's going to everything's going to start kind of lifting upwards, so your internal organs are going to start lifting up just to accommodate for your baby growing. So we want to create that nice space around the body. So just open the arms out. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring the right hand to your left shoulder, and then just take a really gentle open twist. Maybe look over to your left, but not all the way to the left hand. Inhale, come back to center, both arms out. Exhale, take yourself the other way. So if you want to do this standing, I'll just lift up, pop this out of the way. You can go like this. You take your weight onto your left foot, then you come back. So it's up to you. This is really, really, really gentle. What we're not doing is flinging. What we're not doing is really, really twisting through the waist either. Do a couple more rounds of this. That was my knee clicking, sorry. I really need it today. I've actually been standing all day long, so this is feeling really, really, really good just to open up a bit more. Okay, the next one we're going to do, some of you have already done this before in a similar video, is we're going to go slightly upwards. So I'm going to go through standing first, and then we're going to take it seated if you want to do that. So we're going to take the weight onto that left leg again. The right arm is going to lift up. Find that leg down the right side of the waist, and then we come down, and then go to the other side. So you're lifting the opposite foot of the way that you're turning up. So as I turn to my left, my right foot is lifting up. And if you're feeling quite energetic today, you might just want to put a bounce into this, if that feels good. So seated, we're just doing the arms. Don't worry about bouncing unless you're feeling in a really fun mood and you want to give a bounce and you feel stable. But I wouldn't recommend just going absolutely hell for leather. Keep the feet stable. So we're not going to roll through the ankles at all, keeping the feet down. Right hand is just going to lift away. We're going to bring the left hand down to the back of our ball or our chair. Right arm lifts up. And then we swap. So exhaling to open out to the side, inhale, coming back to center. Awesome. You may want to look down to the floor if you're not already. A few more rounds. And do one more round. Okay, this time we're going to bring the hands to prayer. And again, if you're wherever you are, we're going to keep the feet stable on the floor. You can do this seated or standing. Take a deep breath in. Elbows are reaching out, shoulder blades are drawing down the back. And as you breathe out, just take a twist to your left. Nothing really, really tense though. Inhale to center. Exhale, take a twist to your right. So being mindful, if you're already, you've got quite an established yoga practice already, the temptation to really, really, really twist here might be there. But in pregnancy yoga, we just want to think about getting a healthy rotation through the spine. Your body is doing a lot of work right now growing your amazing baby. So we don't really need to add any more, anything more to the mix of what the abdominals are going to be doing right now, adapting. I'm getting a slight little bit of detox as well. So if you are finding that you're quite constipated at the moment, or if you had quite a lot of that through your first trimester, some really super duper gentle twists can help just to get the digestive system moving a little bit. Let's do one more round, left and right. And then back to centre, release the hands down and just give the shoulders a roll. Cool. Alright, next one. We're going to do a turning V. So, it can be standing or seated, feet stay flat on the floor. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up and take a twist to the left, exhale. Inhale, bring the arms down. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now when we're breathing out, we want to think about those intercostal muscles working as well. So we're hugging our baby in when we breathe out. Really, really imagine we've got a corset and we're just tightening it up with the breath. For standing, if you want to do the standing, we're going to take the movement more in our shoulders. And you're going to do the shoulders anyway, but we're inhaling to lift and exhaling to take your twist, but keep those hips stable. Inhale, center. Exhale. So what we don't need to do is twist loads and like kind of twist the body around. We're not doing this. Tempting to do it, I know. But really, really small movements. And we're still getting some movement through the arms. You should be feeling a little bit of burning through the arms. We're just building up the strength. You're going to be carrying lots. Once baby is born, carrying them, holding them, carrying their, what are those called? Those carry pram things. I don't know. I can't remember what they're called. Basket, a baby basket. As well as having other people to help you as well. You want to be able to still have the strength in the arms. So let's do one more to the right. And then release the hands down and give yourself a shake out. Cool. So if you're easy seated, just give the ankles and the wrists a roll. If you're standing up, if you feel okay to just have a little jig about, you can have a jig about if you sat down as well. Anyway. Okay, next one. Either seated cat-cow or we're going to do standing cat-cow. So I'll start standing. Wherever you are, hands are going to come onto the thighs. So you can do this if you're sat on your chair or your Swiss ball. And we're going to breathe in, round through the back, hug your baby in. So it's a slightly different breath now. As you breathe out, reach the heart forward, lift the tail, and the shoulder blades are drawing down the back so we haven't got the shoulders up to the ears. Breathing in to round. And breathing out to release. And keep moving through that. So if you're on a chair or a Swiss ball, breathing in to round and breathing out to lift. Let's do 3 more rounds. Last round. And then sit nice and tall. Cool, so this next bit, let's take our sun salute. So if you've got a chair or a ball, just going to make sure this is at the back of your mat. So I'm going to go through it using the chair to start, and then we'll do it standing afterwards, okay? So, feet are firm on the floor. If you're standing, just in mountain pose. So it's exactly the same thing, just seated or standing. Reach the arms up, take a deep breath in, keep the shoulders down. Hugging your baby in, breathe out, bring the hands down to the thighs so you can tip forward a little bit if you need to. You're going to inhale round through the back, hugging baby in. Exhale, you're going to walk the hands down the legs. Bring the hands onto the floor, and then you're going to walk onto your hands and your knees. So shoulders are above the wrists, and take a rock from side to side. Up to you whether you want to tuck the toes or untuck them. So tucking or untucking the toes, and then take some nice circles of the hips. Now, for anyone who is maybe 38 weeks or more, you might want to use like a scarf or some sort of support if you find that it's still quite heavy leaning forward and it's kind of pulling on your abdominals. So if you are forward like this and it's feeling good for your back, which it should be, you're thinking, oh, I'm still feeling like I'm really holding a lot, maybe grab a strap or a support to go around your whole tummy to support here. And let's go the other way. But we still want to be actively hugging baby in as well. Keep those muscles engaged. Awesome. From here, let's take 3 mini chaturangas. So from hands and knees, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to bend the elbows. Maybe halfway is the absolute maximum. Inhale, coming up. You're keeping the elbows hugging into your sides. Exhale, you're still hugging your baby in. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. And as you exhale, come into a puppy dog pose. So rest the forearms down. If you're feeling comfortable to come into a child's pose and set the bottom to the heels, then by all means go for that one. And take 3 more breaths. Here's 2. And 3. Make your way onto hands and knees. And then you're going to take your right leg behind and just rock forward and back. Let me just kick that out of the way so you can see my foot. Rock forward and back. Oh, this is the thing. When things are round, they roll. Like me. Oh, it's coming back, I think. It's got a mind of its own. Okay, let's bring that right foot towards the right wrist. So if it gets stuck kind of halfway, just place the foot down, reach around and just bring the foot forward. So we're going to have a 90-degree angle of both legs. What we're just being mindful to do is not overstretch through the hips. So both legs 90 degrees. And you're going to keep your right hand down. This is where you might want to use a block underneath the hands if it feels good. And you're going to lift your left arm up and open to the sides. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Come back down with the fingers. 2 more like that. Breathe in and open. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in and open. And breathe out. Bring it back down. Slowly take your right leg back, hands and knees, and we're going to take 3 mini chaturangas again, or take 3 rounds of your cat-cow. So inhaling, bending down halfway, exhale, lift up. Here's 2. 3. Take your child's pose, or puppy dog pose. 3 breaths. And then back onto hands and knees. Extend your left leg away this time. Rock forward and back. And when you're ready, guide that left foot towards the outside of the left hand. So if it gets stuck halfway, just give it a nice good old shove on through. Fingertips down. You can use blocks underneath your hands, especially if you find yourself rolling and rounding through the top of the spine. To Today's about creating space, so use the blocks, use any support around you to give you that space. Right arm is lifting up, take a breath in. Breathe out, bring it down. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. And out. Take your left leg back, hands and knees, and from here we're going to come back to a forward fold. So walk the hands back to the knees, tucking the toes, soles of the feet flat on the floor. And if you've got quite a lot of weight on your front, bring your hands up onto the thighs and then bring yourself to sit back down on a chair or on that ball. So you can stay here or you can stay where we were with the hands on the thighs. Taking a breath in, rounding through the back. Breathe out, release the tail back, the heart is lifting up. And then you're going to roll up either to standing or just sitting nice and tall. Cool. So we're going to do that again with a slight change. And I'm going to go through it standing this time. It's all quite similar. It's just taking the support of the hips away. Go away, ball. Don't need you right now. Okay, so standing. We're going to reach the arms up. Deep breath in. Breathe out, bring the hands down onto the thighs. You can do this standing or seated. Breathe in, round through the back. Hug your baby in. Breathe out, and we're going to walk the hands down the legs, creating space for baby with the knees. Onto the hands and the knees, just like before. 3 mini chaturangas or 3 cat-cow rounds. So inhale to lower, maybe even just a tiny little bend. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, hug baby in. Exhale, lift. Awesome. 1 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale and lift. Hands and knees, so shoulders underneath the wrists. Right foot reaches back, rock forward and back. And then you're going to bring that right leg forward, assisting it through if it gets stuck halfway through. So slightly different to before. We're going to untuck the back toes. We're pushing through the top of the back foot to take the pressure off the knee. Always use support underneath your left knee if you need to, if you've got quite a hard surface. And we're going to bring the right forearm on towards that right thigh. Turn the right foot out ever so slightly. And then lifting all the way up. And your right arm is going to straighten out here. Lift the left arm this time. So inhale, lifting out. Exhale, sweep it down. Maybe touch the fingertips to the floor of that left hand. Breathe in, sweep the arm up. Breathe out, fingertips of the left hand touch the floor, maybe in line with the right foot. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come all the way back down. Right foot, right leg is heading behind. Either 3 rounds of cat-cow or 3 mini chaturangas. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Left leg goes back. Rock forward and back. When you're ready, guide your left foot forward. 90-90 with both legs. Left foot slightly turned down. Remember to push through the top of this back foot, so your right foot. Left forearm up on top of the left thigh. We're going to lift up, tucking the tail but not over tucking the pelvis. Left arm is straight. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, scoop down, fingertips touch onto the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Just 1 more, breathe in and lift. Awesome, exhale, bring it back down. Hands down to the earth, left foot heads back. And let's take a child's pose or puppy dog pose. Or you can come into a hare pose using your ball or your chair. obviously I know some of you will have your chair behind you, so you can just turn around to face the chair. Or if you've got a ball that is really, really easy to roll around, you can rest forward here. And if you don't have one of these balls already, they're really easy to find. Just go online and get one. But they're super handy, they're super comfortable. They're really nice just to rock to as well. So wherever you are, maybe offer yourself a sway, a little bit of movement, side to side. Coming back to your body with your baby. Reminding yourself that right here, right now, you are safe. You and your baby are safe. You are strong. Awesome. Let's take one last breath. And then bring yourself up to kneeling. And then we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. And then come straight onto our bottoms. So most of you will know how to do this already. Just in case, we're going to take the feet, keep the knees together. Feet are going to head over, let's just say, to the right. Hands walk over to the left. And then we're going to bring our bottoms onto the floor and pop the legs out in front of us. So this is where, if you've got a chair or something that you can lean back on, you can maybe put a bolster behind you against a wall, or if you've got something to secure a ball behind your back to sit up tall. Okay, well, I'm not sitting very tall here, it's just because now I'm sitting up tall, but just something to support you behind, okay? So we're going to straighten the right leg, maybe about mat's width or a tiny bit wider, and the left foot is going to be flat on the floor. And we're going to bring that left arm with the palm facing up just to open out through the left hand and hopefully release a little bit of energy through the palm. And we're going to reach the right arm up, deep breath in, breathe out, bring the right hand, the fingertips of the right hand down to the floor. Breathe in, lift all the way up. And breathe out, we're going to clap or just bring the hands to prayer. So you're finding a nice stretch down the top of the back. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bring down. Opening the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. We've got one more round. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale and lift. Exhale. Coming back to center, straighten both legs. Maybe give the ankles a roll. And then we're going to bend the right knee. As soon as we're ready, there's no rush. Right arm straight on the right knee, palm facing up. Left arm lifts up, deep breath in. Breathe out, left hand heads down to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach the left hand over to the right. Inhale and lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale and lift. Exhale. Great stuff. Last round. Breathe in and lift. And breathe out. Bring it down. Inhale and lift. Exhale. Awesome. And then come back to center and just straighten the legs. Maybe the toes, the ankles, a little roll. Alright, next one. Creating a bit more space through the hips and the lower back. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together. So still using the support behind us. With this, if you find that you're really super duper flexible at the moment, there's a lot of relaxing, a little bit more progesterone in the body, so your ligaments are going to be a lot more supple. We want to just harness that so we don't overdo it or cause injury. So if you're feeling that you're really super duper open, we're going to, even if it feels good, we're going to just rein it in a little bit. And the way that we do that is by either using blocks or cushions underneath the knees, or if you've got a strap handy, you can use that. So I'll show you both of these. Everyone will have books, so I'll show you this one first. Books or blocks, and just use the support underneath the thighs or the legs, wherever you can get them, so that we're not taking the full extension, external rotation of the hips as well. The next option, if you do have a strap or a belt, what you can do is bring your belt into a loop or your strap, wrap that around the feet, and then you're just going to hold that at the knees to stop the knees from opening too wide. Okay. So from here, I'd like you just to rest back either on your chair. You can maybe use support of a pillow or a block underneath your head, so you can rest your head back without kind of collapsing the head. So if you don't have one, you find that your head is really lifting up here, just use some sort of support. I'd like you to start breathing down towards your baby. So breathe in to baby, the chest and the heart space, and breathe out down towards the earth. So what you can think about as you're breathing into your body and in towards your baby and breathing down to the earth, you're grounding yourself with your baby right now. You're bringing both of you back down to earth. Maybe bring the hands onto baby here, maybe here, where the hands rest comfortably. And hopefully we'll be experiencing a little bit of a heart opener today. So at the beginning I spoke about finding and coming back to our bodies and continuing with an open heart. Let's take around 6 breaths here at your own pace. One more breath. And fluttering the eyes open. Release the hands down. And we're going to just slowly draw the knees in towards each other. So maybe see if you can just bring the soles of the feet down towards the floor. Assist the knees together. And then just rock from side to side. So if any of you are here and are feeling super comfy and you're just like, oh, this is absolute bliss, which for me, for some reason I'm very tired today. This is feeling really good. I'm feeling like I'm opening, getting a little bit of energy into my body, but I'm not feeling like coming all the way down to the earth. If you're feeling the same way, you can stay here, maybe pop some cushions underneath your knees, bolsters if you've got them, roll up some blankets, pillows underneath the knees, and rest here. And you can take your shavasana here, okay? Or you can just keep the knees bent. Or if you felt super comfy and super supported where we just were with the support, just stay there. Other options for anyone who's feeling that they just want to get down to the earth and you really want to rest down, come onto your left hand side, and so make your way there. Keep the knees together as you transition. I know I didn't just do that, sorry. But as you're coming down, keep the knees together. Using support of a block or a cushion underneath your head, maybe cushion, blankets, something between your knees. You can rest here. And if you are before 22 weeks, or even after, I'll give you the option, another option, if you are after 22 weeks, and as long as you don't experience any nausea, feel unwell, when you are reclined, you can take this next one. So always ensuring that you have some sort of lift underneath the top of the back. Oh, I just forgot that my microphone's here. Sorry if this is crackling a bit. Support underneath the top of the back so that we're not completely flat. And pop the legs either on a chair, you can pop legs up a wall, or pop them onto a ball. Oh, actually, now this is nice. Yeah, this is bliss. Right here. So just allow yourself to take as many final adjustments as you need to so that you can find stillness, complete stillness. You may notice that once you start to really, really still, and you've probably already found it already, that baby starts to move a lot more. So you can maybe bring your hands to your baby and connect with their movement and respond to them. They're letting you know that they're there. They're communicating with you. And just breathe. There's nothing that you need to do here. Nowhere you need to be. No other person that you need to try and be right now other than you with your baby, sharing this moment together. resting right now. Feel free to just stay exactly where you are and continue your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you feel ready to start resurfacing, then just start inviting a conscious breath back into the body, any movement that feels good. And in your own time, just bring yourself back to a seated position, ensuring that you've got support underneath the hips. You can maybe come back up onto your chair, or maybe you're wanting to finish your practice but you just want to stay lying down, and that's fine. Wherever you are, just maybe take some movement through the shoulders, closing the eyes. And then reach the arms up, take a deep breath in. Kiss the hands through prayer. Breathe out and guide your prayer to your heart space. Sending love from your heart into your hands. And as you breathe out, just send that love from the hands down to your baby. Thanking yourself for your practice. Bring that love from yourself and your baby back to your heart space. Honour yourself right now. From my heart to all of your hearts, may you continue to be safe, happy, healthy, and peaceful.